Hi, I'm Erin Theodorou. I am a therapist at a new counseling services in Bergen County, New Jersey. I also run my own mental health website, TheodorouTherapy.com. And you could also find me on Facebook. My Facebook page is called Therapy Thoughts. All my contact info is above in the bio section if you want to look me up or reach out to me or message me or what have you. I want to take a couple of minutes today to talk about anxiety. More specifically, when someone should be seeking out counseling for their anxiety. I think anxiety is probably the most prevalent disorder I treat as a clinician. I think the reason for that is that anxiety could be so debilitating and it could impair someone's ability to function in their day-to-day life that it almost forces them to seek out treatment. And as a counselor, I'm very much for processing feelings and developing coping skills and doing everything we can to help you learn how to manage your stress better and navigate your life in a way that's more fulfilling and you're more at peace with yourself and the world around you. So I don't necessarily always right away say you should go to a psychiatrist and get a prescription, but I do strongly believe that you should always let your PCP, your primary care physician, know if you're struggling with anxiety and make sure that you rule out any medical reason that you might be experiencing anxiety. And then, if they recommend you see a psychiatrist, that person will often work in tandem with me as the clinician to develop a treatment plan and help you get your baseline anxiety under control so that you could cope better with your stressors and be able to function better in your day-to-day life. So anxiety is a pretty common emotion that everyone experiences. And, a certain amount of anxiety is totally normal. You wouldn't be human if you didn't feel anxious from time to time. If you have a job interview, if you're going on a first date, these are all common reasons why someone is going to feel anxious and totally par for the course with those experiences. The problem arises when anxiety is impairing your ability to function or impacting your quality of life. So often when I get a new client, part of what I'm doing is assessing to see if they have an anxiety disorder, because they've become so common in this fast-paced, constantly going, 24/7 connected to our devices world we're living in, that I think everyone's baseline anxiety has risen up a level. And oftentimes clients will share with me that they're struggling to sleep at night, or that they've lost their appetite, or they'll self-report that it's getting harder to complete their tasks and duties at work because their anxiety is just getting so far away from them that they can't turn off their mind. And that's a common expression I hear from people. It's that they can't stop their thoughts, that they're distracting them at work. It's impacting their ability to parent their children. And even at night, they could be physically exhausted, but mentally they just can't turn their brain off. So it's causing them a lot of distress. And I think that is what will inspire people often to come to counseling. And if you're experiencing that level of anxiety, I certainly think you should seek out a good therapist in your area, and they could work with you to identify the stressors and triggers in your life that might be causing you distress, and also help you to develop better coping strategies to manage your day-to-day life and just feel more at peace and content in yourself and in the world around you. So that's just a little bit about anxiety and when you might want to seek out counseling for it. I will be down the road doing a longer video going into it in more depth. But if you recognize yourself in anything that I was saying, I would, recommend reaching out to a therapist in your area. And if you happen to live in New Jersey, you could reach out to me as I am taking on new clients. And I wish you all the best. And be well.